There is a quiet realization that comes at some point in life, not when people are watching, not when you're winning, not when applause fills the room, but in silence. When everything slows down and the truth finally reaches you, you realize that for years you have been living for everyone else. You've been explaining yourself, adjusting your dreams, lowering your standards, waiting for approval, and without realizing it, you've been slowly stepping away from your own future. Choosing yourself is never dramatic. It doesn't arrive with noise or validation. It doesn't look powerful at first. In fact, it often looks lonely. Choosing yourself costs comfort. It costs familiar faces. It costs places where you once felt accepted. And that's exactly why most people never do it. Because choosing yourself means disappointing people. It means saying no when saying yes would keep the peace. It means walking away when staying would feel safer. It means standing alone when blending in would protect you. And most people fear rejection more than they fear regret. They would rather live a life that drains them than risk losing people who never truly saw them. When you choose yourself, people will call you selfish. Let them. They benefited from your silence. They were comfortable with your sacrifice. They preferred you when you were available, agreeable and easy to control. But understand, this selfishness is taking from others without care. Choosing yourself is refusing to bleed quietly for people who wouldn't do the same. There is a difference. And when you choose yourself, the crowd starts to shrink. Not because you think you're better, but because you refuse to stay smaller. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop negotiating your values. You stop chasing validation. And that shift makes people uncomfortable, so they fall away slowly, not all at once. And yes, it hurts, but loneliness with self-respect weighs less than company without it. Choosing yourself is not motivation, it's discipline. It's doing what needs to be done even when the feeling isn't there. It's showing up when excitement has faded. It's staying consistent when no one is watching. Motivation disappears, emotions change, but discipline remains. And discipline tells the truth. Your future will never be built on how you feel. Some people will never understand your growth, not because you're wrong, but because your change reflects what they refuse to face. You cannot drag people into the future with you, and trying to will only slow you down. Choosing yourself means accepting that not everyone is meant to come with you, and that's not cruelty, it's reality. At first, choosing yourself doesn't look like success. It looks like isolation. It looks like boredom. It looks like repetition without recognition. But beneath the surface, something powerful is forming. Your habits are evolving. Your standards are rising. Your mind is sharpening. You're becoming dangerous in the quietest way possible. Not loud, not reckless, but disciplined. Pain doesn't disappear when you choose yourself. It changes purpose. It stops breaking you and starts teaching you. Every disappointment becomes direction. Every setback becomes refinement. Every loss brings clarity. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this preparing me for? Choosing yourself is not one decision. It's a daily discipline. Some mornings you'll wake up confident. Other mornings you'll wake up heavy. You'll question if you're doing too much, if you're asking for too much, if walking away was a mistake. That doubt doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're evolving. You'll miss the old life, the familiar conversations, the comfort of being accepted even when it cost you yourself. But comfort is expensive and the price is your future. Growth always feels like loss before it feels like freedom, because before something new is built, something old must be released. Habits, attachments, identities, and letting go hurts, but pain with purpose is lighter than pleasure without direction. When you choose yourself consistently, something shifts around you. You stop lowering your standards to keep people close. You stop explaining why your focus matters. You stop negotiating your worth, and people notice. Your discipline makes them uncomfortable because it exposes their excuses. Your boundaries intimidate them because they were used to unlimited access. Your focus feels rare because most people live distracted. You don't announce your growth. You don't need to. Your actions speak loud enough. You become the reference point, the absence that is felt, the presence that changes energy, not because you demanded respect, but because you embodied it. And yes, people will say you've changed, and they're right. You stopped abandoning yourself. The reward doesn't arrive loudly, it comes quietly. One day you'll look back and realize how much has shifted. Your peace, your confidence, your opportunity. You'll see that chaos faded when your standards rose. That every moment you chose discipline over comfort built trust with yourself. Every time you chose growth over approval, strengthened your identity. Every time you chose yourself, you reclaimed power. And suddenly the life that once felt distant feels familiar, because you became the person it required. This isn't about ego. It's not about isolation. It's not about proving anyone wrong. This is about survival. Because the life you want will never be given to the version of you that keeps shrinking to fit places you've outgrown. This is about standing firm when it would be easier to fold. Choosing truth when comfort lies. becoming someone who no longer abandons themselves to be accepted. The decision isn't loud, it's quiet, it's daily, it's disciplined. Choose yourself again and again, not because it's easy, but because your future depends on it. This is Dream Rise, and if this message reached you, don't let it end here. Go to the comments and write just one line. I choose myself. No explanations, no stories, just a decision.